Let us remember that we're in the holy presence of a loving God. Let us pray for everyone who is feeling lonely or isolated right now due to the effects of the coronavirus. Does anyone have any intentions? Prayer intentions?
For you.
Thank you. For you guys too. Any other prayer intentions? All right, if there are no further intentions, St. John Baptist de La Salle, pray for us. With Jesus in our hearts.
Forever.
Okay, so what was your assignment on yesterday?
How people were feeling.
Right, feelings. And what verb do we use to talk about our feelings?
Estar.
Estar. How did the video lesson go? Did you guys find it helpful, or was it more confusing than a regular lesson, or what did we think?
I think it was helpful. I took notes while I played it.
Okay, good. That was ideal. Taking notes while playing it is great. Did you like the length of it? It was pretty short, under 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And I think that those are good because you can watch them a few times and it doesn't feel like it's taking too long. So if you miss something, you can go back. Okay. So next week, I want to do the same thing that we're doing this week with 2 Zoom sessions and 1 video lesson. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Ma'am.
Okay. So I don't know how remote learning is going for you guys, but I have been having trouble limiting my time that I'm working. Does that sound true for you guys too? Do you find yourself working on things all day?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like it's a lot
Nolan.
longer.
I've already finished everything else besides Spanish. So
Okay.
no.
All right. That's good. I don't know. I feel like maybe it's because I am grading everything, but I feel like I can work from 9 in the morning until 9 at night, and there's always something to do. So,
Yeah.
what I'm going to do next week is put an earlier turn-in time on things. So instead of a midnight submission time, I want to have an 8 p.m. submission time,
Why?
which I think is still earlier, still later than a lot of your other classes. I was hearing 5 p.m. from a lot of teachers. But the reason that I want to have an earlier time is so that I can give you guys feedback sooner, right away, pretty much. Have you guys seen that I've been going in and telling you things that are wrong? Are you looking at that feedback at all?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the sooner that I can do that, the more time you guys have to change your answer and resubmit it for a better grade.
Mm.
Okay. So that's why I'm moving that deadline up starting next week. Tomorrow it'll still be midnight, but on Monday we'll change it. Okay. Okay. So what I want you guys to do is take out your notebooks, and if you didn't take notes from the lesson on yesterday, then you're just gonna have to write down a few things, and either way you might want to add things. So here we go. Hoy es el 26 de marzo de 2020 y primero vamos a hablar de talking about feelings using a star. So there were pretty much 2 steps to this. Pretty much 2 steps. The first one is you conjugate a star according to the person you're describing. Is a star a regular or an irregular verb?
Irregular.
It's an irregular verb. What makes it irregular?
The way you conjugate it.
True, but why? Why do we call it an irregular verb?
What are the accent marks on the A?
There's accent marks on the A's, and those usually don't occur on AR verbs except for on vosotros. But what else?
Oh, we already have those in our notes, so
Yes.
no chart.
Why is it helpful to put it here anyway?
I don't know.
For reinforcement. And so that it's all in the same place. You don't have to search for things. Okay?
Right.
So what's our form for yo? Is it esto?
Estoy.
Estoy, right. And that's the other way
Yeah.
that it's irregular. And then for two,
Esto.
like that?
Estas.
Estás, right.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Está. And nosotros?
Estamos.
Estamos. Anything special on that one?
I don't know.
Nope, no accent marks on there at all.
Estáis. Yeah.
And
Están.
great. And these were all on that video.
I'm so good at this.
Killing it. Okay, so the first thing that we do is we conjugate estar according to the person that we're describing. So if you're talking about how you're feeling, use estoy. Talking about how we're feeling, use estamos. And then we need to choose the form of the adjective that matches the gender and number of people being described. And what do I mean by gender and number?
A or O for gender.
Yep. So it might be masculine or feminine. Or for number?
Singular or plural?
Perfect. Singular or plural. And there were a lot of different ways to change those adjectives. So what are some masculine endings?
O.
Yep. What was another one?
DOR.
DOR. Yep.
Door.
And for feminine? Ah. Or Dora.
Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, exactly. So Dora the Explorer is actually a really good way of remembering it because the word for explorer, if it's a masculine word, is explorador. And if it's a girl explorer, it's exploradora.
Yeah.
And Dora is an exploradora. So singular, we had, I'm just going to leave it singular. We don't really need to do anything if it's singular. For plural, add S to a, there's one way to do this for vowels, another way for consonants.
Yes.
ES for consonants. So we add S to a vowel, ES to a consonant. This is all pretty familiar, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay.
Hi,
Great.
Lauren.
Hi, Liv.
Okay. So, all right, this was what your assignment was on yesterday, and I didn't finish looking at all of them, but it looked like we were off to an okay start. So, we are going to go on to a new topic today, unless there's questions on this one. This
So
one was,
didn't we already do this topic?
it's really similar to something we already did, Liv. The difference is before, when we're using adjectives, they were like describing people's personality or what they looked like, and we don't use a star for those, we use ser. So this is just telling you that there's a different way to do it. When it's feelings, you always use a star. So it's really, really similar because we're just combining two ideas that we already knew into a new topic.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Great. All right, so our other thing is we're going to be talking about acabar plus de plus an infinitive verb.
What's acabar?
Acabar means to end, pretty much.
Mhm.
To make something be over. To finish something, kind of. It doesn't have a good translation in English. It can be difficult to translate. All right, so acabar de plus an infinitive verb is used to talk about an activity that someone just finished doing or just did. Something that someone just finished doing or just did. Has anybody seen or can remember anything that we've done like this before? We had a verb plus a little word plus an infinitive verb.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what are some examples?
Oh, I don't know, but I just remember doing it.
Okay,
Ear awe.
ear plus a plus an infinitive verb, meaning I'm going to do that thing or someone's going to do that thing. There was one more, I don't remember what it was. Okay, tener plus que plus an infinitive verb, meaning I have to do that activity. All right? Okay, so acabar plus de, please stop drawing, thank you. Acabar plus de plus an infinitive verb is used to talk about an activity that someone just finished doing. So what we do is we conjugate, what do you think we're gonna conjugate here? Okay, Liv, I can see your raised hand.
Oh no, I just wanted to try it. I didn't
Okay.
actually know the answer.
That's fine. So what are we gonna conjugate out of these three possibilities?
Akavar.
Acabar, right.
Bless you.
So we conjugate acabar and then everything else stays the same. So acabar is regular, normal. Let me copy this one, not write the whole thing again. Acabar is normal. So what are we gonna have for yo?
Acabo.
Acabo. Mm-hmm. And two,
Acabos.
close.
I don't know.
Okay.
Akabase.
What letter would that be?
I don't know.
Okay, that's okay. Acabas. It's an AR verb, so we're gonna conjugate it like an AR verb. Acabo, acabas.
Acaba.
Acaba. Good.
Acabamos.
Acabamos. Muy bien.
Acabais.
Acabáis. And we need our
Acabar.
okay. Acabáis and acaban. Good. Okay. So, what are some things that you could say you just finished doing?
Homework.
Okay. Whose example was that?
Olivia's.
Okay. Olivia, acab. What do we think? Let's talk about her.
You could write yo. Acabo.
Right. Liv, you can write yo, but I'm not Olivia, so I'm gonna write for her. Acaba de terminar, finish, su tarea. Olivia just finished her homework. Okay. Los estudiantes, what did they just do?
Eat. Comer.
Great.
Comer.
Comer. Great.
Comer.
So what are we going to use for acabar? Which one of these?
Acaban.
Acaban. Good. Comer. Okay. It's pretty simple. The thing that most people struggle to remember is putting this word de in between. So I'm just going to underline those so that your attention is drawn to those. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to put an assignment up on Google Classroom using Akabar Day. If you're confused about it, please let me know sooner rather than later so that I can help you. No problem. Tomorrow you'll have one more assignment. We're not going to be meeting tomorrow unless you guys individually have questions. Yesterday, I started using Google Hangout for like during office hours in case people had questions, because it's easier to just come on for 2 minutes and talk than it is to send back 15 different emails. So, so if anybody's interested in help for anything, Google Hangout is pretty easy to use. So just
How
email
do you get on that?
I'll show you right now, actually. So don't worry, I still have those notes. All right. So over here, where it says my name, there's a little plus sign, and I can invite anybody to hang out. So yesterday I called Mr. Di Maria. So he's over there, and I talked to a couple other students yesterday. So if I wanted to talk to you, I would just type in your name and find you and then hit enter, and it comes up like a chat. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, are there any questions?
Whose dog is that?
I don't know. It's not here.
Oh,
Are there
whoa.
any questions?
No, senorita.
Okay. So, look for an assignment in just a little while. That's going to be due this evening. There'll be
Okay.
another one on tomorrow. If you guys have any questions, email me during my office hours, which today's window is 1 to 3. You guys can do Google Hangout if you have questions. And other than that, just email me. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Adios. Have a good day.
Adios, amigos.
Adios.